The Barcelona kid United wants. Inside the Marc Casado inquiry that could solve everything. Hey United family. Welcome back to United Daily Updates, your trusted source for everything Manchester United. If you're new to our channel, you need to know why thousands of Red Devils fans start their day with us. We bring you breaking transfer news before anyone else. Match analysis from real supporters who understand this club. Tactical breakdowns that actually make sense. No clickbait nonsense. No fake rumors just for views. We're passionate United fans delivering honest content every single day. So right now, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and become part of our incredible community. Trust me, you don't want to miss what we have coming. Now let me hit you with some news that just dropped and has the transfer world buzzing. Manchester United has made an inquiry for a Barcelona midfielder. Not just any Barcelona midfielder. A 22-year-old who's been compared to Joshua Kimmich. Someone described as an animal by his Spain teammates. A player with an £87 million release clause that Barcelona might sell for much less. His name is Marc Casado. And according to reports from Spain, United has asked Barcelona about his availability. This could be massive. This could be exactly what Michael Carrick needs to complete his midfield. Or it could be another transfer that goes nowhere. Let me break down everything you need to know about who Marc Casado is, why United wants him, and whether this deal can actually happen. United makes the move. According to Mundo Deportivo, one of the most reliable sources for Barcelona news, Manchester United has made an inquiry about signing Marc Casado. This isn't just speculation. This is United actually reaching out and asking the question. What does an inquiry mean exactly? It's the first step in any transfer. United's recruitment team contacts Barcelona and says we're interested in this player. What would it take to make a deal happen? It's exploratory. Seeing if there's any possibility before making a formal bid. The timing is interesting. United just beat Manchester City 2-0 with a brilliant performance. Michael Carrick's tactics worked perfectly, but everyone knows the midfield still needs reinforcements. Casemiro is declining. Ugarte has been disappointing. More quality is needed. According to reports, Carrick and the United hierarchy are having internal meetings this week to discuss transfer plans. The club has told Carrick that money is available if the right target becomes available. Casado could be that target. But United isn't alone in wanting him. Atletico Madrid is also very interested. They just sold Conor Gallagher to Tottenham and need a midfielder to replace him. Diego Simeone wants Casado badly. And here's something strange. Wolverhampton Wanderers is also tracking Casado. Why would a team fighting relegation be interested in a Barcelona player? Because Casado recently signed with super agent Jorge Mendes. And Mendes has close ties with Wolves, having done multiple deals with them over the years. So United faces competition. But the fact they've made an inquiry shows genuine interest. This isn't just media talk. United is seriously considering Marc Casado. Who is Marc Casado? For fans who don't follow Barcelona closely or Spanish football, let me tell you everything about Marc Casado because this kid is special. Casado is 22 years old. He came through Barcelona's famous La Masia Academy, the same system that produced Lionel Messi, Xavi, Andres Iniesta, and countless other world-class players. That pedigree matters. La Masia doesn't produce average players. He made his senior debut for Barcelona's B team back in August 2022. From there, he worked his way up to the first team. He's now made 60 appearances for Barcelona's senior side across all competitions. Last season was his breakthrough year. Casado put in incredible performances against Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. Two of the biggest matches you can play. He was so good that Spain called him up to the national team. At just 22, he's already playing international football. His Spain teammate Brian Zaragoza said this about Casado: "He's an animal. I don't even know what to say about how he played. He's barbaric." That's high praise from a fellow professional. Spain manager Luis de la Fuente added, "Marc has been with us for a game and a half and plays like a veteran. I never cease to be amazed by his maturity when I see him play with that confidence, that security and that control of the situation." When your national team manager is amazed by your maturity at 22, that tells you something special is happening. Casado has also been compared to Joshua Kimmich, the Bayern Munich star who's one of the best midfielders in world football. That comparison isn't made lightly. It's based on Casado's playing style, his passing ability, and his tactical intelligence. So what kind of player is Casado exactly? He's primarily a holding midfielder. Someone who sits in front of the defense, protects the back four, and controls the game from deep positions. Think of players like Sergio Busquets or Rodri. That's the template. But Casado isn't just a destroyer. He's technically excellent with the ball. Last season, his pass completion rate was in the 92nd percentile among all midfielders. That means he completes more passes than 92% of players in his position. That's elite-level accuracy. He's known for defense-splitting passing. The ability to play balls through tight spaces that unlock defenses. He has vision. He can see passes that others don't see. That creativity from deep is rare and valuable. He's also intense without the ball. High work rate. Constant pressing. Never stops running. The kind of midfielder who makes life miserable for opponents. At Barcelona, he can play multiple positions. Primarily holding midfielder, but has also been used at right back when needed. That versatility is useful for squad depth. Why Casado wants to leave Barcelona? Here's the big question. If Casado is so good and he's at Barcelona, why would he leave? Why would a La Masia product want to abandon his boyhood club? The answer is simple. Playing time. Or lack of it. This season, Casado has only played 871 minutes across 19 matches. He's started just 10 games. For a player of his talent who's good enough to play for Spain's national team, that's not enough football. The problem is Barcelona's midfield is stacked. They have Pedri, who's one of the best young midfielders in world football. They have Frenkie de Jong, who just returned from injury. Manager Hansi Flick has multiple quality options. When Frenkie de Jong got healthy earlier this season, Casado fell out of favor. He went from being a regular to sitting on the bench. That's frustrating for any player, especially one with his ambition. Reports say Casado initially planned to see out the season at Barcelona. Stick it out. Fight for his place. Show Flick he deserves to play. But the lack of minutes has changed his mind. He's now open to leaving. The fact that Casado recently switched to Jorge Mendes as his agent is telling. Mendes is one of the most powerful agents in football. When a player joins Mendes, it usually means they're considering a move. Mendes specializes in making big transfers happen. Barcelona manager Hansi Flick has spoken to Casado and expressed confidence in him. Told him he's important for the future. But words only go so far. Players want to play. If Barcelona can't guarantee him regular minutes, he'll look elsewhere. Casado reportedly prefers moving abroad rather than staying in La Liga. He doesn't want to join another Spanish club and face Barcelona regularly. He wants a fresh start in a new league. That preference gives Manchester United an advantage over Atletico Madrid. United can offer Premier League football. A new challenge. The chance to prove himself in the toughest league in the world. The financial side of this transfer. Now let's talk money because this is where it gets complicated. According to reports, Marc Casado has an £87 million release clause in his Barcelona contract. That's the official price. If any club pays £87 million, they can take him without Barcelona being able to say no. But here's the thing. Nobody is paying £87 million for Casado. Not United. Not Atletico. Not anyone. That price is way too high for a player who barely plays. The good news is Barcelona will accept much less. They need money. Barcelona's financial situation is well documented. They're in trouble financially. Selling Casado could ease some pressure. Reports suggest Barcelona would accept around £43 million for Casado. Some sources say as low as £35 million. Either way, it's significantly less than the release clause. For Manchester United, paying £35 to £43 million for a 22-year-old midfielder with La Masia pedigree and Spain caps is actually good value. That's reasonable money for someone with his potential. United has the funds available. They've told Carrick money is there if the right player becomes available. Casado fits the profile. Young. Talented. Premier League ready. Can contribute immediately but also has room to grow. The wages shouldn't be a problem either. Casado is still young and at Barcelona. He won't be earning the crazy salaries that established stars get. United can easily afford his wage demands within their structure. So financially, this deal is doable. United can afford the transfer fee. They can afford his wages. The money side isn't the obstacle. How Casado fits Carrick's system. Let's get tactical for a moment because this is where it gets really interesting. Michael Carrick's 4-2-3-1 system uses two defensive midfielders sitting in front of the back four. Their job is to protect the defense, win the ball back, and then progress play forward with intelligent passing. Marc Casado is perfect for that role. Absolutely perfect. He can sit as one of those two defensive midfielders. He provides defensive security by positioning well and breaking up attacks. But he also has the passing ability to move the ball forward and start attacks. Against Manchester City, Carrick used Casemiro and Manuel Ugarte in those positions. Defensively it worked brilliantly. United was solid and compact. But in possession, neither offered much creativity. All the burden fell on Bruno Fernandes. Casado changes that equation. He gives you defensive solidity plus creative passing from deep. That balance is exactly what United needs. Imagine a double pivot of Casado and Kobbie Mainoo. Casado sits slightly deeper, controlling the tempo and spraying passes. Mainoo has freedom to get forward and use his box-to-box qualities. That partnership could be special. Or imagine Casado alongside Ruben Neves if United signs him too. Two deep-lying playmakers who can control matches completely, dominating possession, dictating tempo, making it impossible for opponents to get near United's defense. Casado's intensity without the ball fits Carrick's pressing system perfectly. United wants to win the ball high up the pitch and attack quickly. Casado's work rate and pressing ability helps make that happen. His versatility is useful too. If injuries happen or tactics need to change, Casado can play right back if required. That flexibility gives Carrick options. And here's something else. Casado is only 22. He has 10 years ahead of him at the top level. Signing him isn't just about this season. It's about building for the future. Having a midfielder who can be at United for the next decade. The competition from Atletico Madrid. United's biggest competition for Casado comes from Atletico Madrid. And this is serious competition. Diego Simeone really wants him. Atletico just sold Conor Gallagher to Tottenham. They need a midfielder to replace him. Simeone has publicly said the team needs additions in January. Midfield is the priority position. Atletico has some advantages over United. They can offer Champions League football right now. They're in Spain, so no language barrier or cultural adjustment needed. Simeone is one of the best managers in the world at developing defensive midfielders. But Atletico also has disadvantages. Casado reportedly prefers moving abroad. He doesn't want to stay in La Liga if possible. That gives United hope. Also, would Casado really want to play for Atletico knowing he'd face Barcelona twice a year? That's awkward. Leaving your boyhood club to join their rivals in the same league isn't ideal. United can offer something Atletico can't. Premier League football. The biggest league in the world. Global exposure. The chance to test himself in English football. And United is Manchester United. The history. The tradition. The global fan base. That still means something to players. If United moves quickly and makes a good offer, they can beat Atletico to this signing. But they need to act fast. Atletico is serious and won't wait around. What happens next? So where does this transfer go from here? What are the next steps? United has made an inquiry. That's step 1. Now Barcelona needs to respond. Are they willing to sell? What price do they want? What are the conditions? If Barcelona gives United encouragement, then formal negotiations begin. United would submit an official bid. Probably start around 35 million and be willing to go to 40 or 43 million if needed. Personal terms would need to be agreed with Casado. That shouldn't be difficult. United can offer good wages. Premier League football. A clear path to regular minutes. Everything a 22-year-old wants. The complication is Barcelona might not want to sell mid-season. They're still competing in multiple competitions. Losing Casado now weakens their squad depth. They might prefer to keep him until summer. But Barcelona needs money. If United puts 40 million on the table, that's hard to refuse when you're struggling financially. Barcelona might convince themselves that selling Casado and buying someone else makes sense. The transfer window closes February 2nd. That's less than 2 weeks. Time is running out. If this deal is happening, it needs to move very fast. My gut feeling is this one drags into summer. United makes a serious push now, but Barcelona resists selling mid-season. Then in June, United comes back with an offer and gets it done when Barcelona is more willing to negotiate. But stranger things have happened. If Carrick pushes hard for Casado and United offers big money, maybe Barcelona sells. We'll know within the next 10 days either way. My honest take. Let me give you my genuine opinion on whether United should sign Marc Casado. I love this potential signing. Absolutely love it. Casado is exactly the type of player United should be targeting. He's young but experienced. Only 22 but already played 60 times for Barcelona and represents Spain. That's a great combination. He's technically excellent. La Masia products don't come with question marks about their technical ability. He can pass, he can control the ball, he can read the game. He's versatile. Primarily a holding midfielder but can play other positions if needed. That squad flexibility is valuable. And he's available at a reasonable price. 40 million for a player of his quality and potential is good business in today's market. The only concern is whether he can adapt to the Premier League's intensity. Spanish football is more technical and less physical than English football. Some players struggle with that transition. But Casado's work rate and pressing ability suggest he can handle it. He's not a lightweight technical player who shies away from physical battles. He's described as an animal. That mentality will serve him well in England. I hope United pushes hard for this signing. Even if it means waiting until summer, get it done. Casado could be a midfield cornerstone for the next decade. Paired with Mainu, United will have two young midfielders who could dominate English football for years. That's proper long-term planning. Do it. Make it happen. Sign Marc Casado. The bottom line. Manchester United has inquired about signing Barcelona midfielder Marc Casado. The 22-year-old is open to leaving Camp Nou because he's not getting enough playing time. Atletico Madrid and Wolves are also interested, but Casado prefers moving abroad, which gives United an advantage. Barcelona wants around £40 million for Casado, though his release clause is £87 million. United can afford that price. Casado is a holding midfielder who's technically excellent, works hard off the ball, and has been compared to Joshua Kimmich. He'd be perfect for Carrick's system. Whether the deal happens in January or summer remains unclear. But United's interest is genuine and Casado is genuinely available. This one could happen. Thanks for reading this complete breakdown of United's move for Marc Casado. Subscribe to United Daily Updates on YouTube right now. We are your trusted source for everything Manchester United. Daily videos with breaking transfer news, match analysis, tactical discussions, and passionate debates from real fans. We bring you reliable information you can trust. A community supporting the team together through everything. Subscribe now. Turn notifications on. Tell us in the comments what you think about Casado. Should United sign him? Is he worth 40 million? Would he fix the midfield? Let's discuss it together. And let's hope United moves fast to get quality players before the window closes. Come on United. Make smart signings. Back Carrick properly. Push for Champions League. Glory glory Man United. See you in the next video.